What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Dokkan battle video. You see the description. I came down with COVID last week. It's been kicking my ass. Past couple days I've actually felt a little bit better, so I figured I might as well try to stream a little bit. I've been at home from work since last Wednesday. I tested positive this week. Like, I tested positive this morning, so I still can't go back to work. Even still, coughing like hell. And, yeah. Still stuck. So, in the meantime, I'm gonna try to do some of these EZAs. So we have the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku EZA. And we have the Peppy Gals EZA, which I haven't done either one of them yet. I don't know if I want to summon their banners. I think I'm done trying to go for Pan. I've done a few summons on the Pan banner, like quite a few actually. How many have I done? I think about six multis. It's either 4 or 6 multis. I've done enough to where I rainbowed my int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Yeah, I think I've done 6. I'm gonna try to mute the mic whenever I'm coughing because I don't want to cough directly into the mic and just like screw up everybody's eardrums. But yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I pulled him like 3 times on this banner. So we rainbowed him. Yay. Now I gotta wait for him to get an EZA to catch up with the meta. I also got Ginyu. And I was already committed to getting Ginyu with coins anyway. But then I actually did pull a copy, so that was kind of unfortunate timing. But, you know, that gives me one path on him. That's not terrible. But it is kind of funny that the minute I bought him with coins, I pull him. That's the same curse that happens to me every time. Any red coin, especially TUR, if I buy them with coins, I almost immediately start pulling them. Dude, that's like the trigger. I don't know why that is. But we did not get Pan, so that sucks, but that's fine. I'll just have to wait till she comes into the shop and maybe buy her then. I think the next target for me for coins will probably be Vegeta, since I didn't get him when he came out. Next time he comes out should be about the time that I can buy him in the shop. I don't think I'm gonna go for the new Peppy Gals. Like, there's a new Fasha and Chilai. But even though it's a rate up, double rate SSRs, the problem is that these are blue coins, and I really don't care about blue coins. Like, the only thing you get with blue coins are Kais, unless they bring back the units, the type units, but they brought them back recently, but that was like the first time they had brought them back in years. I don't see them bringing them back anytime soon. But like I said, there's the new Chilai, there's the new Fasha, and then all the rest of the Peppy Gals. Especially the ones that are getting EZAs. Who knows? Maybe I'll change my mind and do one more. Because I'm pretty much done pulling on this one. Like, as much as I would like to try to get Pan, or even the Trunks, I just don't see that happening. I've pulled at least 6 times on here. And, like, I've had good... It's been pretty decent luck. like I said, I pulled featured units. We pulled Ginyu once. We pulled Gogeta 3 times. So 4 out of 6 multis I pulled featured unit. It just wasn't the one that I wanted. But yeah, I think I'm done with that banner. They have these banners as well. This one actually is not a bad banner because you have this Shenron that's really good. This Shenron that's not really good. This guy is not bad. He got his EZA. She's really good. He got an EZA, I think. Or did he? I don't remember if he did. But for like a throwaway banner, this one's not bad because of the Shenron. I think that's about it. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and start doing the EZA. Because I might end up with like close to 100 Dragon Stones by the time I finish both of them. So let's start doing the Peppy Gals one first. This one, I think you get everyone's medals at the same time. Or maybe not. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I think you do get everybody's medals at the same time. Since there's so many Peppy Gals, and this is kind of a fun category, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my teams around for each one. Not that you have to. I'm pretty sure you don't have to. If you don't want to. I'm pretty sure you just pick whatever strongest Peppy Gals you have and just do it. Why is this loading so slow? Just go on. Ugh. Of course that happened. Wait for it to connect back in. For some reason, it's connecting terribly. Try to see if I can get it to reconnect. There we go. Alright. Let's try that again. Wireless is always the blow up. So, is it 2 weeks ago? About 2 weeks ago, I was in Vegas for EVO, which is pretty much where I caught COVID. But I did have a lot of fun. What's funny is I don't think, I think I know when I caught it, which was like right before I flew back home. I was like, I had to go back into work on Monday, so I couldn't stay Sunday because I needed to fly back as soon as possible, which sucked, but I mean, not much you can do about it. So, like, the table that I was drinking with that last party I went to before I flew out, because basically I had to fly, my flight was like at 6 a.m. So I said, fuck it, I'll just stay up and party and then just go straight to the airport and fly back home. That last table that I drank and partied with, all of them caught COVID. So I'm pretty sure that's where I got it. Sucks. Alright, so first fight, or first 7 fights, we're fighting against Kid Chi-Chi, who's a physical type. So we want to put reds as much as possible. I'm being a little extra in doing this. I could have just make one team and probably blitz through it, but I'm gonna be extra because this is one of the few times I can get to use like Peppy Gals fully, right? All right, so we're gonna go with the Dell lead, and then throw her on. She's really good too. Oh, we can put Kefla on here? Sweet. Throw Kefla on here. Which other two do I want to throw on here? I'm gonna throw Chi-Chi on here. Oh, we can put 18. No. Let's put Caulifla. Where's Chi-Chi? We'll throw Chi-Chi on here. Alright. There we go. Full red. And one thing about Peppy Gal teams is they always have key. They never lack key. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. You have no idea. Care to know? Hit me. Go ahead. What's been going on? It's pretty tanky for stage 1. So, like, I definitely am going to EZA at least 2 of these units. It's just a matter of whether or not I feel like wasting the Zenny to work on the others. So back in June, I hit a wild pig about 200 years from my house. I'm guessing you mean yards. Insurance agreed to cover repairs on your car. Man, pigs fuck up your car. Like gigantic speed bumps. Auto shop had the car for 2 minutes and had 2 months and couldn't get the work done before I had to travel cross country for law school. Alright. Sounds like your typical shitty auto repair shop. One of my other friends caught COVID recently too, and she was telling me that she got prescribed this drug for it. Um, was it Paxlovid or something like that? But she was complaining that you get this like weird metallic aftertaste. And I'm like, I don't think my case is like super heavy, so I don't think I need it. I'm gonna see what happens this week. I'm hoping to recover this week and then make it back into work next week. Because like right now I'm having to spend my vacation time since Texas doesn't have sick leave for COVID covered. I ended up leaving the car in Cali, flew to Salt Lake, had a dealer come pick me up, and bought a used 2022 with 2,900 miles. How is that used? I mean, if it's used, I don't know. I don't know what's the standard for miles driven for it to be counted as used. Because I know that it has to have like a certain amount of miles to break it in. Like when it comes off the assembly line, it has to be driven a bit. Because it has to be tested. You don't just get the car right off the assembly line. Like, here you go. Have fun. That'd be kind of fucked. Went on my merry way cross country. Been in my new location for a week now. Been unloading, organizing. Been a very long week. Orientation next week. So you're like, you're starting school, right? Car assembly line gotcha sounds interesting. Probably pull LR Broly SUVs. Could you imagine you just go in there and you pay like $20,000 and you're like, yeah, I don't know, whatever car comes out the assembly line next, that's what you get. It's like you could get a sports car, you could get a truck, or you get the family van. Who knows? I could see someone doing that. It kind of reminds me of that Carvana. The first time I saw it, I was like, what is this thing? It looks like a giant car vending machine. Imagine if you couldn't get to choose your car. Like, because at first I thought that's what that was. I was like, why is it like that? It looks like you just go up there, push a button, and whatever car comes out, that's what you're getting. Drove to DC last weekend for my MBA graduation. 3 weeks of law school starts next. Oh, 3 years. Sorry. Well, congrats on graduating. Good luck in law school, dude. Alright, stage 8. I think it changes now. Now it's adult Chi-Chi. adult Chi-Chi is red. There's no blue leader types. You know what? I'm already bored of changing this up. We're just gonna put whatever. I gave up. I don't care anymore. Which one's the better leader? I don't know which one's the better leader. I'm just gonna throw her in. I mean, Videl is definitely the better unit, so we're gonna throw Videl in. Technically, I just throw a bunch of Kale and Khalifas on here. It's funny, this is probably one of the better teams for LR Kale and Khalifa, because they shouldn't have any problems getting key. Put her on here for now. Let's throw that one on here. And we put the red one on here. Honestly, that should be a good enough team for all of this. Appreciate it. Good luck with the COVID. RIP Texas's anti-sick leave policy. Well, to be fair, I had a lot of PTO saved up anyway, in case Japan was open, and then I was gonna take 2 weeks off to go to Japan. It doesn't look like those policies are changing anytime soon, and I'm not about to spend $3,000 for a fucking tour, so a lot of that probably would have been wasted anyway, because like prior to this year we could carry over like 2 weeks of vacation time for next year, but they're getting rid of that policy this year. So like currently I have like 3 weeks saved up. I would have had to use it anyway before the end of the year. So this is just kind of forcing me to use it now, I guess. I'm just hoping it'll be done this year. And then maybe next year I can go to Japan. Who knows? That's still BS. It is, but I mean, not much I can do about it. Luckily, my work's been okay so far. We'll see how long that goes, if it extends beyond this week. Like, last week, obviously, there's nothing I could say. I tested positive. This week, though, was when now they're starting to really feel the crunch of me not being there. I don't know who's taking my place while I'm out, but they never contacted me about stuff in the office. Like, where is everything? Where are certain like computers that were being built, stuff in storage, where are the certain drives that they need to do operations. I haven't been contacted for any of that, so I don't know. I do see some emails from work, but I'm trying to stay away from it because, you know, I technically don't work from home. We're not set up like that. So I was like, well, until they tell me something, I'm just gonna not bother. Oh, crap. And of course, medication and everything that I'm taking is kicking my ass as well. I'm actually gonna have to take a break because it's starting to kick my ass right now. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to take a break. I'll be back as soon as I can. BFK. chill for a bit if you want. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. We're gonna take some medication real quick. Alright. I also realized that I had the wrong category on. Nobody told me. So I think I just corrected that. I was still on Bleach Brave Souls. Which, I don't know if I updated what happened on Bleach Brave Souls. I did end up getting both of the anniversary units, the Ichigo and the Oryu. But then they had the part 2, which had 3 new units. There was the new Aizen, the new Yamamoto, and Yuach. I got Yuach and Yamamoto, and I tried so hard to get Aizen, but I could not get him. I think I can maybe get enough to do one last multi and then be done with it, because the banner goes away in like 2 days. But I'm not gonna grind too much more on there. I've done like 6 multis on his solo banner, and I've gotten 5 stars, but just not him. I'm gonna try one more time. If I don't get him with like one more, because they have guaranteed on step 5 and 10, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to do 10 steps. I'm on step 6. Yeah, I can't grind another 750. I don't feel like paying for him, so I'm gonna grind out one more multi. We'll see if I get lucky or not, and we'll just go from there. But anyhow, so we're on stage 10. This one seems to be pretty easy. I don't think either one is supposed to be challenging, but I am curious to see how it goes with full power Goku, because you have to use GT bosses. I think I can make it full. Yeah, I should be able to make a full GT boss team, but I don't know who I'm going to throw on there. He's tech, so I should just be able to make mostly int team, I think. I gotta go back and look and see who's actually available on there. I know there's that, the Battlefield LR Shenron. I think he's even a leader, too. So definitely using him. There's that int Oceanus. I could take a look at that now, actually, since we're not going to change teams anymore on here. Oh, he's only a sub lead. If he's only a sub lead, what is his thing? Because the GT boss lead is actually the Super 17, the tech one. Like, I have him. I just wasn't expecting to use him. GT boss. Actually, he's not bad for GT boss lead. He's 130. I could still use him for boss lead if I wanted to. But 17 is 150. Key plus 4. I mean, he is the better leader. Yeah, I guess I'll do 17. You know, I missed out on doing the EZA for the Goku, that free-to-play Goku, him and Rildo. I think it was like a couple weeks ago. I tried to do it and the stages weren't there, which I think is weird. I don't know. I didn't think they were going to be gone, so I didn't get to do theirs. Kind of mad. Do you think Int transforming Goku Black should get an EZA? Yes. He should. I thought he was going to get one when all the rest of those cards were going to get one, but apparently not. Well, I guess we'll have to wait till next time they do a Goku Black event. Who knows when that'll be. But yeah, no, that card definitely needs one. Like, he's okay, but he's nothing special. His main attribute is defense. I don't know if I have the Tech Shenron. I got him on Global, and I had an absolute shit time with Global Anniversary. I didn't get either one of the main units. I pulled so many times. I didn't get either one. Used all my tickets, didn't get shit. I did get the Tech Shenron though, it was pretty good. But obviously not what I was looking for. Some interesting cards I could throw on this team. I don't think I'm gonna put Baby on here though, since he's AGL. There's the Int Baby. I could throw him on here. I don't know though. Probably not. Defense, bro. I'm taking 100k per hit on a broken future team. I mean, I didn't say it was great defense. I just said that was his main thing. That's why he needs an EZA. Like, he stacks defense. The problem is it takes a while. That's always the biggest problem with stackers. Was that they're good, but the problem is it takes a while for them to get up to that point. Like, once they're buffed up, yeah, they're really good. But the problem is at the start, they struggle because they have to get up to that point. That's why it's like stackers aren't... They're kind of like old meta because of that. And the problem is in harder content, they're going to struggle bad at the beginning. If he does get one, I would put him in the top 100 or 50. I mean, maybe. It depends on what they do. The problem is, like, we don't know what they would do for his EZA. Because, like, there's been times where EZAs only moderately improved them versus ones that, like, greatly improved them. So we don't know which one he's going to get. They haven't been that kind of Goku Black in general. So I don't know. Like, for some reason, they just really don't want to make a broken one. Or make any of them broken. I don't know why. Goku, get the fuck out of here. You are not invited to this party. Where are my Peppy gals at? You serious? There's no way I'm out of Peppy gals already. This is bullshit. Jesus, right. Let's see, let's go for red int. There we go. If they only moderately improve him, that's just a waste of opportunity. I agree. I don't understand what's the point of moderately improving any card, to be honest. Like, the whole point of the EZAs is to make them more balanced toward the meta of the game. And there's very few times an EZA is happening to, like, a ridiculously broken card. Like, even in the case of, like, Super Vegito, who was one of the more disappointing EZAs, he was really good at the time, but I wouldn't say he was broken. So, like, I don't understand what was the point of them only moderately improving him. Go ahead and make him stupid broken. He's an old-ass card, and then nobody has to worry about clamoring for him to be improved again later, you know? Like, I never understood that. I think he would be the most broken TUR for Beyond Super Saiyan in future. I think he has a potential. Like I said, it really just depends on what they do with him. There's still some old cards as well that hasn't gotten their EZAs yet. I'm still curious to see what they do with Bojack. The LR Bojack is like, I think, one of the last of the early year LRs that hasn't gotten their EZA yet. He's still pretty good defensively, so I'm really curious to see what they do with him. Like, his biggest struggle has always been ki, so I could see them adding a mechanic to him to where it's easier for him to get ki, whether it's just a passive that gives him a +1 or, you know, something like that. I mean, there's specific Bojack teams that he can be on, but, you know, just in general, so that he doesn't have to specifically just be on a Bojack team, you know? Can you stop giving me... Where are my Peppy gals? You're supposed to be doing a Peppy gal thing here. Y'all are screwing it up. An EZA I know we're getting is in the 8th anniversary is the Blue Fusion EZA, Vegito Blue, and Gogeta Blue. The 5th anniversary units, yeah, it's about time they get one, because they just did 3rd and 4th year. I would be pretty happy to see that happen finally. I think the number one thing they needed was defense, because I think offensively they're still pretty good. Like, they have some dodge utility, but that's only if you put them in 3rd slot. So, you know, giving them more defense basically is what they needed anyway. Especially up front. Like, it's kind of funny, like, the first few years of the game, everything was just offense. That's all we cared about, was having as much offense, as much attack, as much additional attack, stuff like that. Then the newer events start really hitting harder, and you're like, yeah, now I need some defense. And early on, the initial solution was, okay, well, you have stackers. And the stackers are really good. Like, stackers are really good. But the problem is, you know, the startup and then building up and getting them to the point to where they have that high defense. So now the later meta is, or the newest meta is units that have insane defensive stats at the beginning. And already we're changing that meta up by adding units specifically made to tank slot 1. Like, so nowadays for the older units, it's basically just really just giving up defense to catch up with the rest of it. Like, firepower, I don't think has ever really been that much of an issue for most units in the game. Like, even older units, you have a lot of units that are, like, really stupid strong. Like, the problem was never about firepower. The problem was, well, you know, can they survive long enough to actually hit them, you know? I still think their animations rival the new unit animations. Yeah, no, their animations are really good. I mean, you had Gogeta, which was basically from the movie, and Vegito, which is basically from the anime. Like, there's a lot of older units that I think still have great animation, even if you look at them now. Like, one of my favorites is the Goku Frieza. Goku Frieza's animation, lifted directly from the anime, is still really, really good. It's like you have Super Broly on your phone. Yeah, no. One thing, like, I've never really gotten into Dragon Ball Legends, but one thing I will say is that Dragon Ball Legends definitely pushed Dokkan Battle to get a lot better with their animation. So I'll always give them credit for that. Is they pushed Dokkan Battle to get better with all their shit. Like, even beyond animations, like the quality of life adjustments that they've made in the game, a lot of that started happening after Legends came out. So, you know, whether you like them or not, you still have to give thanks for them for being the competition that pushed Dokkan Battle to try to make improvements. Like, it's night and day if you look at the difference between animations from before Legends came out and after. I think Gogeta has the better active, but Vegeta has the better OST. Both are pretty decent. I mean, there's a lot of really good OSTs in the game. That's one thing that they've always been pretty good about was the OSTs in the game. You were mentioning Int Goku Black. Int Goku Black, his transformation is one of my favorite OSTs in the game. Like, I still love that OST. Like, sometimes I will play him specifically just so I can have him transform and do that. It's hard, but it's worth it just to hear it. It just sucks that it's only for like one turn. Somehow I think the best OST right now is the intro for the gods. That one's pretty good. Like, sometimes I'll set it to where it doesn't skip because I like hearing some of the active intros that they have now. I'm on global, saving until Vegeta and Trunks come out. And that the Super Saiyan 4s are the best in the game. If you're talking about the anniversary Super Saiyan 4s, they're really good. I think, I mean, it really is a toss-up between them and the gods. They're both really good. Like, I have Vegeta and Trunks too. I really do like Vegeta and Trunks. Like, that team, the teams you make with Vegeta and Trunks are so stupid. And they're obviously great in their role, slot 1. I wanted to get Pan to try her out as slot 1 to see how good she was compared to them. The only gripe with Pan is teams that she would fit on. But obviously Vegeta Trunks fits on more teams. Are they on Beyond Super Saiyan? I'm not sure. Let me look that up. So I think I'm done with looking at Peppy Gals. Because there's so many categories. Power Beyond Super Saiyan. They are not. Because I don't think Trunks is. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeah, they're not on Beyond Super Saiyan. For some reason, the Year 6 units are not on Final Trump card. Year 6, that's the Goku and the Vegeta. Final Trump card. Oh. Like, the problem is with some of these categories, they have a very specific criteria for it. I don't know what it is. I don't. If I had to tell you, I really don't know, because some of it really doesn't make sense. But in their minds, they have a very specific way of separating it, and I don't know what that is. But yeah, Final Trump card, you would think that Ultra Instinct and Evolution Vegeta would be on there, but no. Like, the new Tien is on there. The Prime Battle Tien? Okay. That's interesting. Ultra Instinct was the final trump card of Goku. I think... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what their criteria is for something like that. Because, like, Namek... That's the Namek Goku, right? The Super Saiyan Prime Battle LR. He's on there. Man, I really don't know. I guess what they're trying to say is like when he went Ultra Instinct, that wasn't like the final form for him in that fight. The final form for him in that fight was him with Frieza, but even that's not on here, so I don't know. Vegeta technically kept fighting after evolution, so maybe that's why that's not considered final trump card. I don't know. It's weird. That's all you could really say. Like, to be perfectly fair, Final Trump, the only reason why they made that category was for the 5th anniversary units. And then they just threw whoever on here. Like, you look at some of these units and you're wondering why they're on here. So, Hercule is on here. And the gun, I guess, is the final trump card? Like, I don't really understand that. There's a lot of fusions on here. So I guess the fusions are considered the final trump card. You have Keflas on here. Actually, no, that's weird. There's only none. The Keflas are all on here. What up, Expose? How you doing? How are things across the pond? Where's Peppa Pig at? Probably on somebody's dinner table. I can say that, right? My sister's kids are no longer religiously watching that show. Elara Totalis is on the final trump card. Who's Elara Totalis? I'm doing All-Star Dokkan EZA. I still haven't finished that on JP. I think I stopped at like 640 something. One of these days I need to finish that though. Probably by... I'm gonna try to finish it before the end of the year. That's gonna give me about 3.5 months. The guy from Tree of Might, Turles. Yeah, Turles is on here. I guess him eating the fruit is the last resort. Consists of characters and techniques that were used as a last resort. Yeah, I don't know. Ultra Instinct should be on there. Like I said, I think their thinking is that it's a technique that he was working on rather than, or actively working on rather than it being like a last resort type thing. I think that's what their thinking is. I mean, none of them are on here anyway, so I don't know. What's up, Soul? Goku in Fortnite won my wallet. Goku won a lot of people's wallet. That looks kind of stupid, to be honest. My friend's been showing me all these videos from Fortnite. It looks pretty fast, actually. Like, I watched one person doing it, and I thought it'd be a lot slower. when people did Kamehameha. But apparently it's not. It's actually pretty fast. That's kind of ridiculous. Like, Bulma's in the game too, right? Not that I would ever do it. I can't play Fortnite. It's funny because one of my friends loves playing Fortnite, and she's a huge Vegeta fangirl, so she'll probably get Vegeta. And it's funny because she's really into Naruto, so she was already hyped up about having Naruto in fucking Fortnite. Now she gets to have Vegeta. Vegeta, Bulma, Beerus, and Goku. The only disappointing thing about Bulma is that she's her Dragon Ball Super version and not like the OG Dragon Ball version. Because the OG Dragon Ball version would have been perfect looking, I think, for Fortnite. But and it's whatever. I think seeing random characters doing Kamehameha is funny though. Like, I think I saw a video of someone playing as Rick from Rick and Morty doing a Kamehameha on somebody. That shit's kind of funny. Fortnite has definitely become the biggest crossover in all of video games. Like, that title used to be Smash. Fuck that. It's Fortnite. Fortnite has literally everybody in it. It's really dumb. And I was laughing when they first announced that they had fucking Naruto in the game. Fortnite is so successful, they have everyone. Yeah, I mean, they can afford it. What about Saitama? I don't know if they have One Punch Man in it. One Punch Man isn't quite as popular as the other properties, though. I mean, maybe if they come out with another season, I could see them maybe trying to do it. Honest opinion, Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku versus Saitama. And probably Saitama, just because I know Ultra Instinct doesn't last forever. Saitama, I think, would just outlast him. Like, I don't know if any of y'all read, like, the manga. I don't either, but I do watch some videos where they talk about the manga. Like, some of the stuff that Saitama's been doing recently is absolutely insane. Like, so based off that, and knowing that Ultra Instinct is kind of a timed thing, yeah, I feel like it would just be a matter of time. Thing is, he would probably go blue, and if he were And if we lowball it, blue is 1 million times multiplier. If he goes Gauken 20, that's 20 times. I mean, that's if he decides to do that. Purple Dudes, what's good? What's good with you? How are you doing? Hopefully y'all are having a good night. We're just grinding out some EZAs, and then I don't know if I should be stupid or not. Avocado first name Nick. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Yellow, just call me Dan. I just said Nick. That's cool. What's up, Dan? I got worldwide celebration coming up. Should I? I don't really want to summon for the waifu units, but I feel like I might want to try once just to see. If I get lucky and get one, great. If not, oh well. Dokkan, JP, Shaft to me, last couple banners. Global's been a blessing, no lie. Pulled every anniversary unit. Me, it's been rough for both. Anniversary was terrible for me. Like, I'm about to delete the game. Not that I play Global much anyway, but now that anniversary's over, I don't really care. This banner has been so-so. I didn't get Pan, but I got like other units. I think I'll try. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna end up buying stones for worldwide celebration anyway. We'll see how many I get from this, and then maybe we'll try to do 1 or 2 multis. The joke is that it says Nick Avocado. Oh, okay. Is that a food streamer, dude? Goku and Vegeta. Why are y'all on here? This is supposed to be Peppy Gals. That's the Joel for my name. Okay. You mean joke, I'm guessing. I'm on stage 686 of the 999, and I'm sitting on 1,003 stones waiting for worldwide celebration. That's good. Hopefully that gets you what you want from it. 100% free to play. Nice. I am 100% not. What's up, Fotex? Syed Wasim, what's up? How you doing? Welcome everybody to the stream. If I had money to spare, I would definitely not be free to play. You were almost free to play. Look, man. I really thought Google Play was trying to screw me over. That was not my fault. How long have I been playing the game for? I started playing when Global came out, which was like 1 month after it started. So like now is around the time when I started playing Dokkan Battle 7 years ago. It was right when the Resurrection of F movie had come out. Like, it's funny because the guy that got me started playing Dokkan Battle, uh, he was in line with me waiting in the movie theater, waiting to get our tickets to get in. And while we were waiting for the movie, he was playing Dokkan Battle on his tablet. And, you know, I'm sitting there watching him play. I'm like, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's this Dragon Ball game. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So it's a tablet game. It's like, oh, it's Android, so you can play it on your phone. I'm like, oh, okay. So I downloaded it on my phone. That's how I got started 7 years ago. And so I always get a Facebook notification telling me about it because I posted on Facebook when I first started playing the game. And so every year I get to remind him, like, this is your fault. You got me started playing this game. Damn you. Then Bandai said, nah, we need his money. No, for real. You know, that's funny. When I streamed that time saying that I can't spend money, I don't know what's going on, it won't take my money, almost immediately after, my account started working again. Like, for real, Namco must have been watching the stream and been like, hey, you know what? We need this dude's money. Get his thing working. Do you know the best way to get Z swords? You're talking about for leveling up? There's the specific stages that you can get them from, or you can buy them from the Baba shop. Those are probably the two best ways to get it. There's other stages where they randomly drop, but there's like a specific stage that you go to get it. Let me see if I can find it. The only thing I've spent on this game is time that I can never get back. Oh, trust me. That's all of us. Let's see. Is it this one? No. This one. You can get them from this stage. This would be the free-to-play way to grind them. There's the Baba shop to buy them from. So if you go here, sometimes they'll pop up in the shop. I don't see any. There's the weights. You can also go to the third tab, and there's some of these that you can trade for them. But yeah, those are the ways to get them. I'm on stage 300, taking it slow. Not trying to kill myself on it. Probably be done by next week. 100 a day probably. Will lower once I get to 750. Like I said, I think I'm at like 600 something for mine. I haven't really been doing it a lot lately though. I do want to try to finish it by the end of the year though. Try to just get it over with. 7 years ago, your addiction started. Okay, so to be honest, I was playing gacha games before Dokkan Battle. The first one that I really was spending a lot of money on was Brave Frontier. So if we're really gonna talk about when the addiction and stuff started, okay, I'm 659. It was Brave Frontier's fault. Does the guy still play it? He does not. I do, like, he's still like one of my good friends, so like I will show him like what's going on in Dokkan, like some of the cool shit, like the cool new cards and stuff like that later on. I think he played about 3 years, for about a few years before he completely gave up. Like, he was never hardcore into it, and he was definitely free to play. The addiction started as soon as he saw the game It's an Eternal Fate. I started in the middle of 7th anniversary, farmed up stones, then pulled the Super Saiyan 4 Goku Vegeta duo, transforming, rainbowed that card. Also got the God duo card on the other banner and got 2 dupes for that. Also rainbowed the AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku and the Strength Vegeta. Got a pretty good lit team, and that was done all the heavy lifting. For most things in the game, you just need like 1 or 2 teams. Like, the way that the newest meta units are, they're so strong. They practically beat everything in the game. The only things that they can't beat, obviously, are like very specific, super battle roads, extreme super battle roads, because you need specific categories for that. Some end game stuff, there's other units that you probably need as well. But for the most part, the newest meta units are really good for most everything. That's what's so good about the anniversary. And if you get lucky, you get the new units. They usually have the other units that can fill up their team on the banners. So I have a question for you. What would happen if Vegito fought Broly instead of Gogeta? I don't know. I mean, they're both time limit units. They're both time limit in terms of how long they can stay in that form. I feel like Vegito probably would have done as well, if not better. Like, the thing is with Broly, I don't know how strong you consider Broly is the thing. Like, Broly's strong, but for some reason for me, in the Dragon Ball Super version, he doesn't feel like he was as strong as the OG one. I think maybe just the way that they presented him. But then again, the Dragon Ball Super version didn't get straight up marked either, so I don't know. I guess a lot of it depends on how you would consider how it would have gone between, say, Broly and Merge Zamasu. Because that's basically what you're comparing it to in that sense, since it's Gogeta versus Broly and Vegito versus Merge Zamasu. I miss Brave Frontier. Shame the second game failed. The second game was doomed from the start. The problem is they were trying to get people to move from the first game to the second game. And the problem was there was no real incentive for them to move other than ending the first game. And that didn't sit very well with a lot of whales in the game. Like, the problem is if you weren't able to move people to spend on the second game, there's no way it was going to survive. And then the minute they caved and backtracked, that was the end. It was pretty inevitable. Like, to be honest, I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did. Like, I think it lasted at least 2 years longer than I thought it would after that whole debacle. I started when the first Dokkan Fest unit strength Broly dropped on Dokkan. That was when we had really, really terrible server issues. First few celebrations, especially anniversary celebrations on Dokkan, were really bad. Vegito will try to outclass you and embarrass you. Gogeta just goes for the kill. And he definitely tried. DBS Broly doesn't have the rage and the fear-inducing rage that DBZ Broly had, in my opinion. I agree. Like, Dragon Ball Z Broly, you know, his transformations, his whole power came from rage. You know, rage toward Kakarot. Whereas the Dragon Ball Super version was just training. And then the trigger from his father dying. Oh, well, I guess that's a spoiler warning, in case anybody didn't see that movie. That's your fault. I apologize for nothing. OG Broly was ruthless, man. Didn't care. Clapped everyone, yeah. In my opinion, Broly would win. The reason is that Vegeta would just play around with him and mess around. Say, like, if Broly was in the different reality and then went full power of Vegito instead of going into Blue or even God, would go 2 or 3 to fight Broly. Broly would get stronger to the point Vegito would need Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken to beat him, but he would burn through the fusion and he would die. No, he's not gonna die. Let's just get out of the way. Goku's not dying because plot armor. I could see him getting beat. I could see Vegito not beating Broly because he messed around too much and then they unfuse. I feel like the biggest power creep was Neo God Lead's intro with the second year. I don't know. Like, the first God Leads was already a huge power creep. Like, year 1 to year 2 was an insane power creep already. Like, Neo Gods, I think the jump from God Leads to Neo Gods wasn't as big of a jump. Because you have to remember, when God Leads came out, we were still happy with having a +3 key lead. Stop giving me these dudes. What the fuck? Why can you not give me... this is so annoying. You really just gonna give me these guys? I'm trying to do Peppy guys this whole time. You know what? Fuck you. Whatever. Fine. Game forever changed from that point on. See, I'm gonna say God Leads. Neo Gods were just an extension off God Leads. God Leads is what really already had changed everything in the game. How old am I? I turn 45 in 2 days. I am old as shit. I sound even older too with COVID affecting my voice here. Like, my voice is a little bit deeper than it normally is because of COVID. But yeah, I turned 45 in 2 days, guys. I remember Physical Cooler was slept on so hard. I don't know if it was really specifically that or the fact that it wasn't Goku. Because that was a big problem back then, was that banners that weren't Goku or Saiyans in general didn't do well early on in Dokkan. Like, I remember when Broly, the TUR Broly first came out, people went nuts for that unit. And then when Cell came out, not so much. Not as much. The same kind of problem that happened with, like, the, whatchamacallit, the World Tournament prizes. Anytime it was Goku or any other Saiyan as a prize, everybody went crazy, trying to get them. Versus if it was Cell or somebody else, nobody gave a shit. The planet has plot armor just as good besides Kid Buu and Frieza. It should have been destroyed when Broly was firing his ki blast. Did not have ki control. He was in rage state. Cooler was slept on because it was after the anniversary units. Yeah. That and it wasn't Goku. Happy early birthday. Thank you very much, Coco. I don't look 45. You're 32 in November? Nice. Nice. You're 14? What the hell? What's up, Dan? Are you going for Cooler first or Goku for Worldwide? I don't really... like, I don't know anything about either one of them. Like, there's no info about either one. I mean, I'm going to go for both. Like, I don't really think I have a preference one or the other, to be honest. I'm waiting to see what else they do, though. If there's EZAs they're throwing in on there. I think a lot of people are holding out hope that maybe Strength Cooler gets an EZA. I feel like it's way too early for that. But if he did, that would be kind of insane. You're going to go for both, but I think for me it makes more sense to go for Cooler. Cooler, I think, would be... like, they're going to be good. There's no way they're not going to be good. Worldwide Celebration units are usually out of the gate good. Whether they stay that way is another story altogether, but like the full power Frieza from the last one. And like, I know people were down on Goku. I like the Goku still. I actually do like the Goku, but I could see why some people are down on him. The Cell and the Gohan were great when they first came out. Now, maybe not so much, but at the time they were good. I'm sure everybody's tired of seeing them, but they're probably going to show up. Like, I feel like there's no way they're not going to be fillers on the banner. It's worldwide, so, this is the time for them to reappear. I think they'll be on the same banner. No. They usually do dual banners for worldwide. I wonder if Majin Vegeta will be back for this banner. If he does, that'll be awesome for me. Because either I can get him finally, or spend coins and get him. I'm almost back up to 1,000 coins after I bought Ginyu. So the other thing too is, like, I didn't really specifically try to get Ginyu for Ginyu. I had actually pulled Raccoon and Goldo randomly. I pulled them when I was trying to go for Murd Zamasu, which I'm really mad. I'm still mad that I didn't get them. I tried so hard to get them. I spent at least 1,000 stones on that banner trying to get them. And I actually got like 5 or 6 LRs, which is not bad. That's actually pretty good for 1,000 stones getting 6 LRs. But it just didn't happen to be Murd Zamasu, so I was kind of upset about that. But one of the cards I did get, I did end up getting the Rikumen Goldo, who I know are really good with Kinyu. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to get Kinyu. I just didn't realize I was going to randomly pull him too. But that's fine. Getting a dupe on Kinyu is not bad. Strength Cooler will likely get his EZA. I'm hoping he does. I think it'll be really fun. Purple Dudes, thank you for following. Much appreciated. I want Majin Vegeta since he's busted with LR Trunks and Vegeta. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, to be honest, this year, I've had weird luck. Like, some banners I was super lucky on, other banners I was not lucky at all. Like, it started with the anniversary. Like, ever since the anniversary, it was like that for me. Like, we got super lucky and got Super Saiyan 4s right away. And then it took literally the end of everything to finally get gods. And then we had troubles buying stones, so I couldn't summon much on the next few banners. When I finally could, I got super lucky on like almost all of the LR banners. Because we got, like in succession, we got, who was it? We got the Goku Gohan. And then we got the Golden Frieza. And then we got Trunks and Vegeta. Like those 3 banners back to back to back. I got that unit. And then after that, nothing. Like after that, that was it. Oh shit, that was it. We finished. Get out of here. We're done with this one. So yeah, pretty easy. Not much going on there. I know I can get some extra stones if I EZA them. I'll do that later. Let's go ahead and do full power Goku. We're doing a GT boss team. We know that he's tech type, so we should try to load up ints, but there's not many ints to throw on here. And even with the ints, I don't think I throw all of them on here. Alright, so let's see. Let's blow up. We can blow up this team. I don't need this team. I built so many teams with Super Saiyan 4s. Mainly because I was waiting for gods. Like, you don't understand. I was so mad that I couldn't pull gods. The entire time I was building all these different teams with Super Saiyan 4s. I was coping so hard. Alright, so let's go ahead and we'll use Super 17. And then we're going to use the Shenron. Now, do I have that Omega? I don't think I do. Like, I think that Omega is actually one of the only cards I didn't get from the anniversary. And I know why. Like, the reason I didn't end up getting him, or really having a chance to get him, was because I was going so hard for gods. It's their fault, because I was spending all my stones trying to get gods that I didn't try to summon at all on Super Saiyan 4s after I got them that first rotation. Like, yeah, first rotation I got gods. I mean, I got Super Saiyan 4s. So I spent like 1800 stones only on the gods banner trying to get gods. Like, I spent so much. It was so dumb. Alright, GT bosses. So I don't have that Shenron, so that sucks. Who do we want? We can throw Oceanus. Oceanus would be good on there. Oceanus actually is a really good card, and we rainbowed her. That's even better. We rainbowed that Cell. We can throw him on there. I don't think I'm gonna throw Baby on here. We can throw. So I'm trying to avoid putting any AGLs on here. So we can throw you on here. Who's the last one? Should totally do a multi. Monkey pissed me off through like 12 to 1500, not a copy. Went onto the God Brothers banner and got 2 of them on a Xeno after a couple multis. That's pretty good. Yeah, no, I spent 1800 stones, and like every ticket I got, I was spending on that banner. And literally, like the last tickets I got, I spent on that banner and finally got gods. Like literally at the end of the anniversary, I finally got gods. I was relieved and so pissed at the same time. This was like, why in the fuck did this take so long to pull? And then I was like, you know, I'm just going to save up on global because there's no way I'm going to have the same amount of trouble. I was partially right. I had more trouble. I had no idea I wasn't going to get them at all. Shit, I can't put them on there. Should I put Sin? I guess we can put the other Shenron on here. And why not? We'll just do that. Get out of here, Videl. Now can I find friends? Oh, wow, we actually found a 17. I had both 79%, kept seeing everyone that had them rainbowed, said, fuck it, now I'm one of them. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back. Like, I wish for once, one anniversary, I could just get super lucky and rainbow a unit. I just never get that lucky. I'm fairly happy with just getting one copy, to be honest. Like, the problem is, like, I've had such bad luck before that I'm kind of traumatized by it. So most of the time, when a new banner comes out and a new unit and everything, I just like collecting to get the one unit that I don't have, rather than trying to rainbow something. That and knowing my luck too. It was like the minute you rainbow a unit, you start pulling them like crazy. My anniversary wasn't exactly luck per se, but I'm glad it's over with. Yeah, but like, being able to get multiple is, a pretty big deal. Like I've gone whole anniversaries and not gotten anything. I've definitely had something like that happen. That's why I'm gonna skip the thank you banner with Vegeta Trunks. They'll be back on Saiyan Day anyway. My feeling with a lot of these banners is if it's a new unit that I don't have, I like to try at least one or two multis. I just like try not to go super ham on banners as much anymore. Like, especially LR banners, I like to at least try. You never know. Like, I had that streak going, like I said, with like 3 straight LR banners where I pulled them. Like, I didn't even really have to try that much. Like, I think each one of them, I think I spent 2 multis on. Like, it was either first or second multi is when I got those LRs. And even with Merge Zamasu, to be honest, if I wasn't pulling LRs on that banner, I would have gave up sooner. I think it's just that's what was pissing off the most was that I was getting LRs. It just wasn't the LR that I wanted. So I just kept going. Rosmasu not being featured on LR Zamasu's banner is a bit of a shaft. Didn't they have their own banner? Because they got their EZA. I had that problem too with LR physical Goku Piccolo. Kept getting LRs except the one I wanted Turles. It was funny, I got that Goku Piccolo. It was my first copy of him. Like, I don't remember all the ones that I pulled. I know I pulled that Goku Piccolo. I pulled Tech Broly. The other 2 featured LRs I pulled. Like, there was the Int Rose. I pulled him. I pulled the Tapion and his brother. I pulled him like 2 or 3 times. It was either 2 or 3 times. I know I pulled him at least twice. That's 3, 4, 5. So that's either 5 or 6 right there. I can't remember if there was another one. So yeah, that's what was kind of pissing me off, is like every other multi I was getting an LR. It just wasn't the one that I was looking for, and so I kept going. And I didn't really care about the other banners that are out there. Part of the problem with me pulling that Vegeta and Trunks so early was like, well, I don't care about pulling on Tanabata now. Which, in hindsight, probably would have been better for me, because maybe then I would have gotten dupes of Gods or Super Saiyan 4s. They're not bad, just know where to put them, yeah. I mean, I have the other Goku Piccolo also, so I could always team them both up together. I pulled Angel, Vegeta, and Broly and friends on the 77 units multi with dupes for Hitku. On global, I got Tapion. I also got Future Trunks and Gohan. And I don't remember what the other one was. I'm surprised I'm seeing so many Super 17s. I'm wondering how long that's going to last, though. I'm pretty sure the only reason I'm seeing him, too, is because of this EZA. If this EZA was not happening, there's no way there'd be this many Super 17s out. I used LR Baby for this and still won, believe it or not. I believe it. Regular TUR EZAs, especially nowadays, they're not that bad. Like, they honestly haven't been super hard since the beginning. Like, the harder ones are the LR EZAs now. And really, the old EZAs, the only reason they were hard too is because it was very limited trying to get the right category. Like, the Broly EZA and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku were probably two of the harder EZAs that they ever did. I don't know about now. Like, one day I might go back and revisit, see what it feels like now. Because like at the time, it was resurrected warriors that you needed to fight against Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and at the time there was only one leader. It was the Angel Frieza, and if you didn't have him, it was kind of hard. Like, you could do extreme tech, but not all those units were really good. But that's not so much the case now. Nowadays, most of the regular TUR EZAs are pretty cake. The hardest non-LR EZA I can think of when it came out was AGO Rose. Then again, I didn't have Tech Vegeta. He wouldn't stop supering in the front. I don't remember him being that hard, but I also have like a shit ton of units. That also makes a big difference. It's just having a bunch of units that, you know, almost, I have practically almost every category lead. And as long as you have the category leads, you have a good shot with any of these EZAs, because a lot of them are built in, like, as long as you have the right category, you're in a good spot. Obviously, if you can get type advantage at the same time, that's doubly good. It's not entirely necessary. Category, I think, is more important than type advantage. And then if you're doing the LR EZAs, you need to have LRs on that squad to do additional damage. You see, what was one that was decent? I think I remember Janemba being annoying. Strength Janemba, I think his EZA was a little bit annoying. God, Oceanus is ridiculous for a non-TUR unit. I remember before the Int one came out, we all wanted the rare AGL one, because she was like one of the very few sealers for AGLs. You know, that was the main reason why anybody wanted her. But times changed. Nobody cares that much about it anymore. That and the newer one is way better. AGL Super 17 didn't seem so bad. No, not really. Like I said, not most of these are fairly easy, especially if you have the right category. Like, if you don't have the right category, you can try getting away with type advantage. Maybe go with a strong mono team. For the TUR EZAs, that's usually good enough. You just have to like pay attention to see. Sometimes there's an additional restrictions that they'll put on there. We're done with that one. Let me take a look at the. Yeah, for Goku, you know, GT bosses are the weakness, so that's obviously why I'm using a GT boss team. 15%, there's an additional damage reduction of 80% against super types. So let's say, worst case scenario, you don't have enough GT bosses. If you didn't have enough GT boss units, you could theoretically try to make yourself a extreme int team and throw whatever GT bosses you had to throw on here. Like, say You didn't have Super 17, or you didn't have the rest of these units, and all you had was um, the LR Shenron from Battlefield and Oceanus. You could theoretically throw them on Extreme Int Team and try that out and see how it goes. Um, the Shenron and Oceanus would probably be doing most of the heavy lifting, but there are some good Extreme Int units that could probably put up a pretty good fight. Like, Int Cell comes to mind. I'm sure there's a number of other units on there that you could throw, see how well they do. For the TUR EZAs, I think for the most part that's good enough to where you should be able to finish it, to be honest. I just did Super Tech for Turtles because I wasn't going to bother with low class warriors. That's fair. Oh, like I said, most of these, you're not going to need it. I think the only time it's really necessary to try to get the categories are the LR EZAs, because those tend to be more difficult. That, and, you know, you're needing a lot of the times LR units to do extra damage too. The hardest thing is probably trying to do stage 9, stage 10 of the LR EZAs, because that's when they start jacking up their damage output, their life bars, all that shit. I remember, I think it was Majin Vegeta, the AGL Majin Vegeta, when he got his EZA. I had a really rough time trying to finish it. And, like, I forgot what the category was, but one unit that I didn't have that I probably needed for that one event was Tech LR Gohan. I can probably go back and look and see. Like, maybe it was supposed to be Hybrid Saiyans or something, but I know that I was missing him, and he was probably one unit that would have really helped me out a lot. Let me see. I apologize ahead of time. I'm already starting to feel tired. Medication and all the other things that I've been having to do with COVID has honestly really been fucking me up a lot. Does it show the old ones? Does it show old ones? It's only showing current ones. Let me just look up cards then. Let's see how many more we can find. I'm surprised we found this many Super 17s, to be honest. Like, we're still... There's a rainbowed Super 17. Jesus Christ. That's crazy, actually. A rainbowed LR Super 17? I didn't realize there were people out there that pulled him that many times. There it is. Let's see. Super Saiyan 2 was his weakness. That's why I really needed him. Because for Super Saiyan 2 category, Tech LR Gohan is like the only he's the only LR. So like I had a bunch of other units that I could throw on there and they would hold their own, but they weren't doing enough damage. So that's one of the stages that gave me the most trouble. That dude kept eluding you. He eluded me for the longest time. I finally got him, and I don't remember when I got him. But I was pretty happy when I finally got him. And then I don't use him ever. That's like the case. Like, a lot of times it's like a unit that I needed for something, and I can never pull them. And then after I'm done with the struggling with the event, finishing it and everything, then I get the unit. Like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku event, like I was talking about, took me forever to finish it. And then I finally beat it with this ragtag team that I made. And then I pulled him after. And now I've rainbowed him many times over. But that's not here nor there. That shit's Murphy's Law. That shit always happens. Oh, you need this? You're never getting him. Oh, you don't need him anymore? Have him. Like, the fuck? God damn it. Always happens. Don't mind me. I'm looking up some other stuff real quick here. Let's see. What other games have been going on? Mostly a lot of gacha games. Y'all know me. Bleach is about to get deleted. I think I gotta do one more multi on the Aizen banner, and then this is the free banner going on. I'll probably keep the game until I'm done with the free multis, because there's that Rangiku that I still don't have, the Lunar New Year version. I'm holding out hope that I can pull her, and then I'll probably delete the game after that. What other games am I playing? I had reinstalled Figure Fantasy because they're doing Ultraman. So I grabbed Ultraman. I'll probably delete it soon. Seven Deadly Sins just released a Zeldris. I guess it was the Nebula Zeldris. They just released him, so I got him. What else? Granblue Fantasy is supposed to be doing something with One Piece, but I don't know what. I just have it, so it's just there. I've been playing a game called Cookie Run Kingdom. They've been doing this collaboration with Disney, so I'm just trying to grab all the Disney cookies. I mainly play it because my niece and nephew love that game. And now when it showed, the worst mistake was showing the stupid the promo art for Cookie Run Kingdom to my niece because she's a huge Disney nut. She loves being a Disney princess and has like every one of the princess dresses. So she told me I have to get all of the Disney princess cookies. I'm still missing like 3. There's like 15 damn cookies on there. I pulled like I pulled like 10 of them. There's still like 5 more and 3 of them are princesses and she's like you have to get them. Why do I have to get them? It's like you have to get them. I'm like damn it. All right, fine. Her and her brother just started the 1st grade too. They're growing up so fast. It's ridiculous. I need to tell them to stop growing. I'm not gonna be able to take it when they become annoying teenagers. At least the next step up banner will be cracked. All I do on Bleach is just summon. I mean, I play a little bit. Like the problem is like I haven't played Bleach Brave Soul seriously in years. So like all the new shit that you're supposed to do, I have no idea. Like I tried to play PvP for the first time this anniversary. I have no idea what's happening. Like it used to be you could actually see them fight. Now, I don't know if it's just because everyone's super strong. It's either I wiped them in 1 second or I get wiped in 1 second. Like I remember back in the day, like teams were like fighting for a long enough time that you would fight for the soul bomb, and then that was the meta was who could get to the soul bomb first and blow up the other team. Now you don't even get to that point. Now you're lucky if it's even a fight. It's just like one team gets wiped out in 1 second. Who's it gonna be? That's how PvP looks like now whenever I watch it. I can't do gacha games until they do a collab with Devil May Cry. The exception being Puzzles and Dragons. I used to play Puzzles and Dragons, and then I had no idea what was happening. Like I would just summon. They would just keep giving me free summons, and so I would just keep summoning on that game. And then I needed space, so I deleted it. I wasn't really that super invested into it. I mainly played it because they were doing a Street Fighter collab, and so I grabbed all the Street Fighter characters. Like the last time I remember playing Puzzles and Dragons, I remember they did Street Fighter, they did Samurai Showdown, they did a bunch of fighting games, and then the last thing I remember them doing was like Hello Kitty, and then Jujutsu Kaisen, and then that's all I remember, and then I deleted it. Didn't get past the tutorial. To be honest, a lot of that stuff I didn't understand. Like I thought it was just like a basic puzzle game, but then there's like certain modes that go nuts, and I have no idea what happens with that. And yes, I'm the same. I had no patience. I was like, why do I need to see an explanation for a puzzle game? It should be pretty straightforward. And then it wasn't. And I'm like, fuck. And then I gave up. What else am I playing? Reincarnated as a Slime, Isekai Memories. I'm playing that game. Uh, it's funny because I was I was saving up, and I didn't know what I wanted to save up for on that game. And then it was last month there was a banner going on, and then I was like halfway through because like on that game, if you did like 20 multis, you would get pity, and to where you could choose the unit that you wanted, which was usually like the banner unit. And I was halfway to doing it for this one unit. And then I was like, it's almost summer. This is like the time they'll probably do like swimsuit units. And my favorite character in Reincarnated as a Slime is Xion. And if they're gonna do a swimsuit banner, they're obviously gonna do one for Xion. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give up on this banner, even though I'm like halfway to pity, and I could probably grind and go all the way and get this unit. I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save up what I have now, grind, and wait till next month because I'm betting they're gonna do a swimsuit banner, and I bet they do a Xion. And lo and behold, the very next banner was a swimsuit banner, not Xion, but I knew that sooner or later, like part 2, part 3, one of those was gonna be Xion. She ended up being part 2. I wasted all of my gems and didn't get her. I was so mad. I think I was like 17 multis in. I was like literally 3 multis away from pity, and I still hadn't pulled her. And I was like, you know what? I'm going all the way to pity. Fuck it. That game I don't spend very much on. Like there was a beginners pack when the game first came out, but then I haven't spent money on that game since. This broke me down to actually spend a little bit of money because they actually had a little bit better packs. Like part of the reason why I don't spend money on Isekai Memories is their value for their packs are garbage. Their currency is like way too expensive compared to like other gacha games. But they finally had some like decent packs for this banner. I'm like, fuck it, do it. So I broke down, I bought it, and very next multi they finally gave her to me. So I actually didn't go to pity, but we got her. So I've been playing that game. I'd rather play Treasure Cruise, and I hate their overbearing quantity of mechanics. There's a lot of people in my Discord that still play Treasure Cruise. I could never get into it. One of my fundamental problems with that game was always the way their inventory system worked. I was always mad at it. I don't know if they ever changed it, but that one reason alone was one of the main reasons why I stopped playing that game, because every time it was like everything was in one inventory slot and I couldn't progress because every time it was like my box is full. What do I do with this shit? I was like, well, you either use it or you get rid of it. And a lot of it was like evolution material that I think I would have needed later. And I'm like, this kind of sucks. So I can't summon. I can't grind because I'm collecting shit that just keeps filling up my box. Like, this is miserable. And so I gave up on that game. I'm really surprised I'm still finding Super 17s. This is actually kind of crazy. At least they have a pity system, unlike some other gacha games. Look, Dokkan has a pity system. It's just terrible. Dokkan's pity system almost is like no pity system. If we're really honest, it's like an IOU. This is like literally the only pity system is like, yeah, you see this unit you didn't get, you can get them next time. Like, it's an IOU. Like, what the fuck? Like, you see this brand new unit we showed off? Would you like one of the other units instead? Because you can't have the new one. Terrible is putting it mildly. It's true, but you have to understand, we didn't have pity for the longest time. Like, this is an old garbage game, right? So, looking at it in terms of an old ass game, right? We've had to deal with them not guaranteeing SSRs. We've had to deal with them, not having any kind of pity system at all for the longest time. Like, coins didn't arrive until like what, year 4, year 5, something like that. So many multis for full power freezes, so many. Yeah. That kind of shit just happened, you know? Oh, we were talking about Bleach. There's no pity system in Bleach. You just summon and pray. And there's raid ups, but even that's not guaranteed. That game's almost as old as Dokkan. Like, pity system's really a new game mechanic. Older games don't have that kind of shit. Brave Frontier, let's talk about that. Brave Frontier, there's no such thing as pity in that shit. There's no such thing as multi-pulls. That shit was straight solo pulls all the way through. I think even at the end of the game, it was like that shit. Like, hey, you bought a shit ton of gems. Guess what? You're solo pulling until you're done with it. I remember some videos for that game were so annoying. But then the last like 3 or 4 years of that game, I had no idea what was happening. I remember I would pop in every time I would see an ad for their anniversary, and I'm like, all right, that's cool. Let's pop in, let's see what this is going on. Especially when they did like King of Fighters or Guilty Gear collabs. I was like, I'm gonna try to get biking. This would be awesome. Let me see this chibi biking with big boobs and no face. That's cool. Well, I guess technically they have a face. They just have like no mouths. That was one thing that kind of bothered me about the game. It was like, why do they have eyes? And like that's I think a nose? Did they have noses? I just know that it had eyes and like I was like it. And I was like I guess. But I just remember like it used to only go to like rainbow gates. And then it went beyond rainbow gates. And I had no idea what was happening. Like I think there's like 2 gates beyond rainbow. And I had no clue what was happening. Cause like when I played, I think 7-star was like the highest. And you know, that's when I played all the time. When I came back to the game, I think it was like beyond 7-star, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. One thing I was sad about is like I wanted to log into the game before it shut down. Just one last time, just so I could see my account and see some of the stuff that was going on. But like I had forgotten about when their end of service date was, and it was like too late. Like I think I remembered about it because I saw a video from Potoscope, I think was his name. It was like this YouTuber I used to watch, and he used to make videos for it all the time. And he had posted up this YouTube video about final time in Brave Frontier. Showed him going on there, going around the game, summoning for the last time. I was like, then I remembered about it and was like, fuck, it's already too late. Because I was actually thinking about streaming it for one last time, but too late. There was another game recently that we actually did get to do one last stream for before they shut down terms of service, and it was a Sword Art Online Memory Defrag. Yeah, Protoscope. I liked watching his videos back then. Like I hadn't watched him in a long time, like pretty much since I stopped playing Brave Frontier. But like I used to watch his videos back then. Alright, so far this has been like stupidly easy. I think they have no mouths because of some belief that the dead have no mouths, so they were all spirits you summoned. That's a cop-out. After the rainbow gate, it was like a gigantic black gate, yeah. Omni Evolution, something like that. There was Ushi Gaming Channel and the Beer Fan 082. I remember Ushi Gaming. I don't know if they moved on and do other stuff. Like I remember there's some other people that used to make videos for it that did other games. Like Ushi and there was someone else. I think I still see them on YouTube and I saw them doing stuff for like Epic 7 or some of the other newer gacha games. Like me and my friends, we all got stuck playing into like Genshin. Like I still play Genshin Impact every day. I did start playing Tower of Fantasy, but I don't know how much I care about that game. Like I think it's a fun game, but I don't know if I'm going to be that invested into it. I wish the game didn't shut down. Yeah. There's a lot of games that I wish didn't shut down. Like we used to play. Me and our group, there was a couple Naruto games that we used to play. Ninja Blazing. And then Shinobi Collection, but Shinobi Collection is actually still around. I think some of them still play it. I lost my account though, or else I would have kept playing that game. I actually had a lot of fun playing that one. Obviously, the biggest problem is that I don't speak Japanese, so it was a little hard to keep up with a lot of it, but that one was actually pretty fun. Naruto Tribes? No, 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 no. Ninja Blazing, that was one that shut down a couple years ago, I think. Shinobi Collection is a JP only. Like, you probably still find some videos of me playing it on my YouTube channel. There was a Food Wars game, Shokugeki no Soma. But that one was weird, but I still had fun playing it. I was pretty sad when they shut that one down. Like, you would think for a cooking game, it would be easy. Just make it like Cooking Mama or something like that. Have you cook some stuff, whatever. They went the route of making it like a music based puzzle game. So, yeah, it was a card collecting music puzzle game. It was probably the oddest combination of genres you could do that didn't really fit the narrative. So go figure why that collapsed. But there hasn't been any other games. I was really surprised they never made more than, one or two Shokugeki games because that one was like so popular at the time. How is Brave XV still running? There's still whales in the game. Plus, it's Final Fantasy. The biggest thing with Final Fantasy in the mobile genre is that they don't tie their money makers down to one version. Like every Final Fantasy is available on their mobile properties. That's the draw. So like if you don't like the original characters that they came up with, don't worry. We're gonna throw Tifa and Final Fantasy VII on there. That's how they draw me in. Oh, you like Yuna or the rest of Final Fantasy X? Don't worry, we got you. You like Final Fantasy 6, we'll throw Cellas and the rest of them in there. Don't worry, just hold on. We got banners coming up. Like War of the Visions. I don't really play that game. I got roped in because my friend showed me the advertisement for Tifa on the Japanese version. It's like, eventually Tifa's gonna be in this game. Like, oh, okay, let me play this. And fuck. But yeah, that's how Brave Exvius is still running. It's Final Fantasy, and there's people that throw money at the game. Speaking of Final Fantasy VII, I saw that the Japanese version is about to release a new Yuffie based off, her latest version. So basically, I'm waiting for part two of Remake to come out so that they'll create something new for me in Brave Exvius. There's always Dissidia. There's too many Final Fantasy games. Like, Record Keeper is gone. I'm sad about that, but I had stopped playing Record Keeper when I started playing Brave Exvius. Uh, I have Brave Exvius and War of the Visions. That's like more than enough for me. My friend's trying to get me to play the other one, Onamia, Omnia, Omniminia, whatever. That one. He's trying to get me to play that. On top of trying to play Final Fantasy 14, which I'm not gonna play. I've had so many people try to get me to play Final Fantasy 14. I'm like, the first problem in trying to get me to play any game is the fact that I don't want to pay a subscription to play the game. That's the number one problem for me. That was like the deal breaker at the start for me when it came to Final Fantasy 14. It was like, so I gotta like pay extra each month just to play the game. I don't think I want to do that. Opera Omni. That sounds like it. Yeah, I think that's the one. That one's really free to play friendly. To be honest, most of them are free to play friendly. Like Brave Exvius, I spent money at the very beginning of the game, and then I haven't spent money since. I get so much currency just sitting there logging in. Same with War of the Visions. War of the Visions, I maybe bought one thing. Like, the way I see it, most games I don't spend money on. There's only a few games where I spend, you know, a healthy amount on. Besides Dokkan Battle, Genshin, I buy two things. I buy the Welkin Moon, which is like $5, um, or the Battle Pass, which is like $10. And that's like once a month for either one of those two. Uh, Actually, it's not even that. Like, because I buy them off Google Play. Google Play has a coupon with Genshin Impact, which is like $3 off. So then I'm really only paying $2 for the Welcome Moon and uh $7 for the pass. And that's like once a month. No, not even once a month. It's like once every other month for both of those things. Um, so I don't spend that much on Genshin. Considering the amount that I play on Genshin, I don't spend that much. Dokkan, I spend the most on still, because I'm an idiot. This guy RPG, I actually do spend a little bit on, because this guy is one of my favorite all-time franchises. So I spend a little bit on that sometimes. But every other game I don't really spend that much on. But I will spend a little bit if I've been playing it for a while, because it's like if I have fun playing a game to the point to where I'm playing it, uh, for more than 6 months, I feel it's worth it to support it, and if I have a little bit extra, I will try to buy like a pack here or there. Not that I really need to, but just because I feel like supporting. Because like a lot of them make a lot of money. I know that, but there's some that struggle. There's some that don't make nearly as much as like Dokkan or some of the other games. And if I enjoy the game, I feel it's worth paying a little bit of money to support it. Like if you enjoy a game and you can afford to, why not just throw in a little bit just to support it? Because otherwise, if no one's spending money on the game, it's just going to go down. There's been a lot of games that I enjoyed that went down, and always hated that. But, you know, not much you can do about that. I'm gonna have to run to the restroom again. I've been having a drink so much. I don't think I'm at the end yet. I think this is like 27. I'm gonna start up 28 and then probably take a break, run to the restroom, and then come back. Let's see how long this takes. Yeah, so far this has been cake. I think the hardest he's hit me for is like 100K with the super. It's been pretty healthy overall. It was 28. Oh, that was 28. So we're almost done, but yeah, I gotta go run to the restroom. So we'll start this one up. We'll have it on auto, and I'll be right back. Alright, last stage. I'm sure there's some extra missions. I'm really surprised we found 30 straight Super 17s. You know, we'll go ahead and do this manually. We do this. Of course, like I said, part of the reason is probably because Full Power Goku just came out. The event just came out. Let's see, what other games am I playing? Princess Connect. I just reinstalled. Like, that game doesn't really do too much besides its own game. I know it has its own, like, anime and shit, but I don't really watch it. Konosuba. I've been playing that. Dust Bill. What is up? How you doing? Fantastic Days, Konosuba. I'm waiting for them to do their Overlord collab. Like, the whole reason why I started playing that game was because when the game came out globally, the Japanese version had an Overlord collab. And, like, since Mass for the Dead, the Overlord, gotcha game shut down, I've been waiting for this to come so I could get my Overlord characters on Konosuba. But for some reason, it's like not out still. Like, they're about to have their anniversary. Like, I think they're keeping it within a year, like a whole year, which is kind of crazy to me. Usually, it doesn't take a whole year for a collab to come from like the Asia version to the global version. But for some reason, this one, that's what they plan to do. I'm like, wow, that's a little nuts, but okay. Alright, so we did get 100 stones. Let me do some summons, because I'm a dumbass. Alright. You see the banners. There's this banner with the GT trio. There's this banner with the Goku we just finished the EZA for. We have the Pan banner. And then we have the Waifu banner. So here's the rundown. I've already summoned on the Pan banner 6 times. We've done like 6 multis. We didn't get Pan. We didn't get Trunks. We got Gogeta like 3 times. And then we got Ginyu once. So like, I wouldn't mind getting, you know, Pan, but just the odds of me even doing it probably aren't very good. Obviously the better units are on this banner. Plus red coins are a lot more useful than this one with its blue coins. This one has 2 new units, the Chilai and the Fasha, which I don't think are any good. But I would get them just for the hell of it. I have everybody else. Pretty much. Like, all the units that are Easy 8, I have all of them. It'd be really just trying to see if I can get one of the 2 new ones. I'd rather just coin Ginyu. I already coined him. That was the funny thing. bottom of coins, and then during the 6 multis, I ended up pulling him. In hindsight, I probably should have just waited till the banner was gone before buying him, or about to go before I bought him, but it's whatever. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one multi on both. And try one on the waifu banner, and then one last one on the pan banner, and call it a day. Cause like, these are not like featured units, so these will probably pop up on like every banner. These, however, are TUR, so they will not. So we're gonna do one on both. Wish me luck, and then probably call it a night. Let's do... which one first? Let's go for disappointment first. We've been disappointed on this one many times. What's one more? We get Vegeta. Oh? With Xeno? So fusion with Xeno? Are we finally getting Pan? I mean, Xeno's definitely a new card. I'm gonna assume it's Pan. Yep, there we go. Finally get Pan. Because I didn't think it would be the Trunks. Because Trunks is not a TUR. Well, we get a Trunks. It's the other Trunks. We did pull him. He was one of the few cards that I actually pulled on their banner when they came out. And an old ass Golden Frieza. That's fine. So we finally get the Pan. If that Trunks was the other Trunks, the Trunks in, what, Gyu? That would have been nice. But we'll take this. We will definitely take that. Alright, well, I'm glad I did that. So, let's go ahead and pull on this one now. The bad Trunks? That Trunks is not bad. Oh, got a combo. Am I gonna get one of them? Get one of the new ones? If I get one of the new waifus, I'll be happy. The problem is there's so many featured. And okay, never mind. We're getting little Chi-Chi. I think she's already rainbowed. Why are you here? That's double rate, I forgot. It's a Rising Dragon. Huh? What? Okay. That's weird. Wow. Dragon rate. Rising Dragon banners. Well, I have her rainbowed. Come on, give me one of the new ones. Stop getting SSR. It's Rising Dragon banner. What do you want me to do about it? That's like the only positive thing about it. Oh no, not this Pan. Well, I guess maybe I can use her for the other one. Okay, so we got two featured, I think. And it crashed. Okay, so it crashed on me. I guess that means that's it for the stream. What even the hell is this Rising Dragon banner? Double rates. It's what happens. The problem is you don't know what you're getting. There's a lot of crap you could be getting. I think there's chances for LRs on there though. So it's one of those banners that's fun to try, but don't expect much. That's the thing. But anyhow, Looks like a game is telling me go home, go to sleep, get some rest. So I'm going to tell y'all to do the same thing. In the meantime, though, we're going to host somebody. Let me see, who do I want to host? Who do we host? How do I do this? Let's raid. We're going to raid. Who are we raiding? Let's raid Ichi. Hime Roar. She is playing Genshin, which I need to do because I need to do my dailies. Maybe I'll join her. Who knows? I gotta do my dailies. But thanks everybody for joining me. We got to see some good multis there. I'll say it. Those were some good multis. I might stream in a couple days on my birthday. Who knows? Hopefully I get over this shit. But anyhow, thanks for joining me. I'll catch y'all later.